be evaluating her presentation here today, which is more of a topic on leadership and her actual project here. So this will be an interesting evaluation for me. This is something I haven't done before, so bear with me a bit. So a lot of the questions on this manual ask about how well you explain your purpose, how well your project carried through, how will you engage the audience and make it relevant to us. And I think overall you did a very excellent job of communicating all of those aspects. You told us exactly how many women you wanted to have, what the mission was, which was really to bond in friendship and grow spiritually and develop as people. And you also talked about exactly how many people you had there. You had an increased number of people from last year, a little bit lower than you wanted, but still, you got right in and you actually had a good turnout for your event. Another interesting result of your leadership project was the fun games and the team games that you had linked in there, which I thought was a great idea, because I feel if you're trying to bond a group of people together, some type of a challenge, some type of a situation where you actually have to communicate and get in there and try to figure something out while you have another team going is just an excellent way to get that done. That was a fantastic way. I'm sure that added to the bonding that was carried on in this meeting for the conference. Sounds like you had some close calls as far as getting all the resources that you had wanted to have there, such as the cave and that sort of thing. Overall, it sounds like you actually got everything the way you wanted it. You had all your funding and that stuff. I have no way to actually impugn this to see whether or not I'll take your word on that. I'll take your word on that. As far as making the speech relevant to the audience, and let me talk about the anecdotes first. I thought the story about actually getting that tape and getting the message from the gal with the whole, sickness in clinical setting and having to work around the schedules and getting that, and just really taking that one portion out of there and talking about how that would impact the overall group and presentation. I thought that was a good anecdote, good story, just to highlight how difficult sometimes it is to get the things that we want to have done the way we want them. That was a great story. As far as making it relevant to us, I thought it was good. You did good things. You talked about your actual experiences and what you learned from these, which everybody that's involved in this club is hopefully trying to enhance their leadership skills. So that's something that really was key for me. One of the things a few of the things I would like to see to make this a little bit more clear to the audience would be to actually go into some of the stories about the result of that tape, a little bit more how the audience reacted to it. I felt that was a little bit short and curtailed, so I couldn't figure out if that helped the bonding process or not. It was a little bit curt there, I assume it was. But also, some of the volume and emphasis could have been there to get the points across, especially on what you learned, because that was the real big draw into what the audience can take away from this. But I felt that what you learned, your patience with all your schedule and volunteers, it could be flexible and one go whatever happens, delegating all the responsibilities and allowing the team to work, while also giving some supervision and trusting the team. These are all very important things that I actually keyed into and I hear about all the time in leadership type seminars. So that was great to hear that. And I thought you did a good job overall on this project. It would have been interesting to actually be there myself. I'm not a lady. So.